Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to figure out what type of boyfriend Taemin will be like. I already did an individual reading for him, and also an update one when he came back from his military service. So there's a couple videos you guys can watch. But aside from that, I haven't really done any videos with SHINee, except for the group one. But eventually I will get down with the individual readings. But this one is just going to be a special one for Taemin since his birthday's coming up. Or at least when this video goes up, his birthday will be like around the corner or something. So anyway, let's jump into the reading and figure out what type of boyfriend Taemin will be like. So to start off his reading, let's check the general energy. We have the buffalo spirit. This is an earth element, and I have to point out that usually when the buffalo spirit comes up, I just think of Sulgi and DK because I think it came up with them. And this is like so long ago, and I think it was in the love section of their individual readings, respectively. No, for both of them. So I find it very interesting. Whoever ends up with the buffalo, it's usually someone that I see as very stable, very intuitive, and someone that is very generous. So there is a sense that with Taemin, he's a type of boyfriend that will be very giving, very kind-hearted, someone that is super inspired and has a very big imagination. Now this is uniquely to him, and I'm saying that because we have the Uranus card here. And this lightning is making me think of the lightning that usually appears in the Tower card, which is supposed to talk about a spark that initiates a new beginning of sorts, right? So in a way, it's kind of like a sense of inspiration, almost like an epiphany. Also with his buffalo card, since it's an earth element, it kind of shows that he will, in general, he's the type of boyfriend that is usually very stable. Also someone that is financially doing very well for themselves, and it is someone that is very generous with either their money or their gifts. Like he likes to give gifts potentially, like that kind of just randomly came up. But I was gonna say also that he's very generous with his time. So he makes sure that he is giving all his time and attention to whoever it is that he's dating. And also with his buffalo, he is just someone that is very, very abundant. So whoever he ends up with will feel that abundance as well. So the abundance could be in a form of money. It could be in a form of just items, just good luck, having like being in the right place at the right time, being with the right people, that kind of thing. That's what I mean by abundance. And that's the way that abundance can show itself in regards to non-tangible things. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. Now, actually, I don't even know where to start. So aside from the buffalo, the only card that actually came facing up was the Seven of Swords, reverse. And this is actually a very good card to have reverse because this kind of shows that he will be the type of boyfriend that is very honest, very open, and will make sure that whoever he's dating will see his truest form as an individual. And what I mean by that is that he's just the type of person that naturally has like his masks, his sides. I'm not saying that he is someone that is like lying to other people or that he has this facade or this mask that others see, so it's not his real self. No, it's kind of like he just kind of is embellishing the right word. He's just kind of like painting this image in his career that it's a bit different from when he's at home by himself, or the way that he treats his friends and his co-workers is going to be completely different from the way that he treats his partner. Again, it's just that he kind of like highlights these sides of him and these traits of him that not everyone gets to see because he kind of has them in different groups, right? I guess as a Cancer, he has them as like, this is my close group, then this is like people that I kind of just have to interact with, and then these are strangers that I don't even want to deal with, right? So there's this sense of like he kind of has like the little groups and little categories, and he kind of shows himself more of himself as the group gets closer and tighter, right? So whoever he sees as family will see him for who he is. Whoever he sees as friends and co-workers, they will see a little bit less of who he is. And then it goes like that, right? So whoever he ends up dating will definitely see all of himself, from the most vulnerable parts to the best side of himself, the worst side of himself, when he gets angry, when he gets, I guess, disappointed. Like all of the versions of him that make him him will definitely be shown to whoever he's dating. And he's going to be very open and will do his best. Oh, I just moved the whole thing. Will do his best to make sure that whoever he's dating will get to see everything about him, because he wants to make sure that there is very strong communication between them. Because I think communication will be something that he finds very valuable. He wants to make sure that whoever he's with will open up to him as well. And he knows that one of the best ways to make that happen is if he opens up himself as well. And he's like, this is what I have in the inside. This is my little heart. This is my soul. This is my thoughts. I guess these are my thoughts. There you go. And I'm saying that because the Seven of Swords, it's underneath Mercury, which Mercury is a planet that talks about the mind, our thoughts, our way of thinking, our way of speaking, communication, stuff along those lines. So there's a sense that he will definitely have very strong communication, or he will be the type of boyfriend that would like to establish a very strong sense of communication with whoever he's with, to make sure that they can communicate what they're feeling, what they're thinking, and what they're all about as individuals, what it is that they're aiming for in the future, and who they were in the past, something along those lines. It's like having very long conversations, and also having very in-depth conversations as well. Also, to clarify, the Seven of Swords upright usually talks about someone that's very selective with their information, someone that could be lying, being deceptive, or even betrayal for me. However, with this card reversed, it kind of shows that he is someone that will not tolerate any of those things, and therefore he doesn't do any of those things. Why? Because he's trying to make sure that he's creating very clear communication with whoever he's with. Next, we have Cancer, clarified by the Chariot, which is also a Cancer card. So he is someone that really values this very emotional, sensitive part of himself. This vulnerable side of him, his emotions, he values them a lot, and he will like to kind of wear his heart on his sleeve and show that to his partner. He wants to make sure that not only do they have great communication to the point that they can almost like telepathically talk to each other, he also wants to create this connection where, I guess, love trumps all. So like, he could be a hopeless romantic of sorts. I don't really remember what came up in his love section for his individual reading, but that I'm bringing that up because I don't know if I mentioned anything about him being a hopeless romantic there. But here it feels like he could be. Again, with his Cancer energy, he will be a type of partner that will like to, is kind of like a homebody. He will prefer to have most of his dates at home, cuddling, cooking together at home, a very domestic type of lifestyle, watching movies at home, maybe just cleaning the house together. Like, there's something about having this very warm and cozy type of dates or times that they spend together. At least when they do stuff like that, that's something that he will definitely treasure, value, and really look forward to doing. Now, the other thing, we have the Chariot. So this talks about being decisive. It talks about someone that feels victorious, and therefore they have like this overflowing confidence to just move forward and get things done, to take action, to go forward and charge into the unknown, in the sense of like whatever path it is that has been chosen. So with this Chariot energy, there is a sense that he will be the type of boyfriend that can make decisions and is pretty assertive with whatever it is that he wants to do. So he will clearly and definitely communicate with whoever he's dating what his expectations are, what are his goals, what are his boundaries. He definitely has very clear boundaries as well. I'm saying as well because I just read for someone that had something like that, and that was like a big emphasis in the reading. And also with his Chariot, it kind of shows that he will be the type of boyfriend that will like to kind of travel around as well. So this could kind of show that there's two modes to him. Either you're staying at home and hanging out, or having dates or planning travels or vacations outside of home. But it's a Chariot, so those travels are not that far. So it could just be within the country. And he will really look forward to doing stuff like that and plan dates like those. Now, the last cards that we have right here is Uranus and the Ten of Wands reversed. He will be the type of boyfriend that will treasure being with someone where he can kind of just forget about his responsibilities. I'm not saying this in a reckless way. I'm saying this in a sense of like being able to finish work and go home and be with someone that can help him kind of just relax and forget about how stressful work was, or forget about all that, the way that he had to like constantly protect himself and his little heart, right? Like he wants someone that he can just go home to and be himself again and be vulnerable again and be safe. I guess that's another way I can put it. So this 10 of Wands kind of shows that he is a type of boyfriend that will treasure or will really want to find a partner who he can share his burdens with and be able to lean on and have someone as a support, and someone that is like such a strong pillar that he can lean on and rely on when he gets home. There is this sense of like home, right? Being able to go back home and have that person that kind of just centers him once again to who he is, who he truly is, or who he truly wants to be at home. Now, the other thing that I want to mention is this Uranus card makes me think that he is someone that is actually very silly, someone that's very fun to be around, someone that likes to joke around, or someone that really likes to bring these innovative ideas into the, I guess, the partnership in this case. So I do feel that one of the ways that he will, just like he wants to find someone that will kind of like help him recenter himself and kind of forget about work or kind of forget about the outside world and just be himself again, he kind of wants to do that as well for whoever he's dating. And this Uranus card makes me think that the way that he does that is by joking around or just trying to think of new things that they can do so they can kind of like forget about the things that they want to rant about and vent. I do want to say one thing though. He will be the type of partner that will clearly express that he had a bad day at work or that he had a tough time with whatever it is that he's working on. So he will definitely express it. However, he doesn't want to dwell too much in it. He wants to make sure that he can kind of like just be like, oh yeah, today was a rough day, and just kind of get back to business of feeling at home again. If it's a very rough thing, I do feel that he will definitely appreciate having an in-depth conversation about those rough times. Again, he wants to be very open with whoever it is that he's dating. But again, with this Uranus card, it kind of shows that he wants to bring a lot of new things so they can both have fun. Maybe going to different places, planning their next vacation, whatever it is that they want to travel, or trying to try like a new board game or a new game or new foods, something to kind of, I was going to say spice things up, so I guess it could be about that as well. But I was leaning more towards trying to think about things differently or trying to, in a way, distract themselves from a tough day at work. There's this very, I guess, high emphasis on that. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. I thought this was a pretty fun reading to do, as I am a little bit more familiar with Taemin, and it has been very nice to see SHINee like with her comeback and seeing everyone again together. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this or learned from it, or at least found it entertaining. I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Thank you so much for all your love and support, and I'll see you in the next one. Did I already say it? Let me say it again because I forgot. Love and healing from my part to you, and bye.